Good morning, Kilroy. Good morning, sir. Yeah, it was all right. I got a little bit of rest. The other night, it was kind of, wore me out staying up till midnight. Morning, Gray. I missed you for a couple of days. I've been busy stirring up the kitty. Yep, I've been stirring the kitty up. Yeah, I understand that. I really miss that word. Yes, Jeffrey, Andrea was on a show with me. It was on Miss Kitty's channel. We had a problems with getting me on live that night. Since I moved, I have the worst internet system I think there is. Windstream sucks. So Miss Kitty gave me a helping hand, and she opened it up. We just talked to her about things that we heard. Andrea got a little upset. She was talking about committing suicide and this and that, and she's fine. She talked to me after the show, said that she thought I was her friend, and I told her I am your friend. I'm friends with everybody, period. Then why'd you put me through that? I don't understand. Maybe it's just I'm a sixth grader, but how does somebody get raped on the bus? Last time I rode a Greyhound bus, there was 30 people there. So did all these 30 people just watch it all happen? Yeah, if you put Miss Kitty in your search bar, it'll pop straight up. It's the only thing she's did in a very, very, very long time. Morning, Miss Kitty. We were just talking about you. I'm glad you're here, Miss Kitty. I was hoping I would talk to you. I unlisted it, but the link is in Discord. There you go. Miss Kitty told you where you can find it. Miss Kitty, she threatened me that night. She told me that she would never, ever go on your show again. Told me she thought I was her friend, and I told her I am her friend. We just put her through a reality check. And Von Hilton said that I tried to get her to commit suicide. That was not my attention, and I know it wasn't yours. Yeah, exactly, Kilroy. Sometimes the truth hurts, but you gotta hear it. And that's what me and Miss Kitty did. We put her in reality check. Them kids are a lot better off right where they are. Leave them alone. Don't go in there confusing their brains and tell them, oh, mommy's fighting to get you. Mommy can't take care of you. Another conversation I think that got to her is when we started talking about them kids being in that hospital 6 weeks without them even going up there to see them. I would have never left the hospital. Sorry. I don't care if I would have been sleeping in the waiting room, the emergency room, or the cafeteria. I still would, or the church. All hospitals have churches. I would have found me a place to sleep. I would have never left that hospital. Well, I know, Miss Kitty, and I agree with you 100%. You know, Miss Kitty told her she was not a parent. Mothers don't do that. I don't care how wore out, tore out, whatever you are. I don't care if you have a disabilities. When your baby is born, you don't leave the hospital until it leaves the hospital. My 5-year-old had seizures when he was little, and I laid in that hospital concrete floor for 5 straight days. Oh, sir, you can go home. Everything will be okay. We'll call you if there's any changes. I looked at the nurse. I was like, honey, I don't know about you or if you got kids, but I don't leave my kid at no hospital. I don't leave my kids nowhere unless they are well known to who I'm leaving them with. And there's only 2 people that I have ever left my kids with: Ronnie Ray Frost, Uncle Jim Frost, because I trust them fully with my children. Ronnie and Marcia knows how to raise kids. They got their own. They did a good job. Uncle Jim, the only thing about Uncle Jim, I think he'd make a great babysitter. I'm just afraid Uncle Jim will spoil them. Because Uncle Jim's like that. He loves kids. He'll spoil them. If Arnold would have said, I want pizza, Jim would have ordered a pizza. Good morning, Polly. That is our video from the other night. Yeah, I wanted to get on early morning, Miss Kitty, to see if I can see you and let you know what was said, because I didn't see you on yesterday. And everybody was yelling at me about it, sending me texts. Where's it at? What happened? Vaughn's out here saying that you tried to kill Andrea. You're trying to get her to commit suicide. No, Vaughn Hilton, I don't even want you to commit suicide, because that's a sin that God will never forgive you for. I don't want you to do that. What's wrong? Your hands? Honey, maybe you ought to get some of that. What's that, icy hot for him or something? Do you want me to call an ambulance? Okay. All I can do is say, get up and move around, move them around or something. Are they cold? You feel cold? No? Okay, well. Do you feel like starting coffee this early in the morning? Honey, I'm not going to be able to sit here and do a live channel and watch you cry, because your hands are hurting. Well, I'll go in here then. But I love you and I don't want to see you crying. See if you can get them to move. See if they let them, I don't know. Is it arthritis? You think it's your sugar or? We have a doctor's appointment coming around the corner Monday morning, 4 or 5 days away. Tell him to check your hands, see if they're okay. If you're getting blood circulation or whatever. Yeah, Miss Kitty, he sure did. He did a video right after we did that morning saying that I tried to get her to commit suicide. He didn't say you, he said me. I don't even think he knew who you were. Yeah, we never brought that one up about it, telling her to go sleep in the car. I think we kind of stayed on like 3 different subjects: the Greyhound bus, how she met Vaughn, and the 6 weeks they left that baby in the hospital by themselves. Well, your face wasn't there. I don't think he realized who you were, but he seen my face, and that's why he said me. He should know who you are, exactly. Well, I call Von Hilton out on the same things, Gray. And I'll say it to each and every one of you too, because I'm not scared of none of y'all. You're all my friends. Any of you ever have your kid go to the hospital and you leave your kid there? You're not a good parent. Sorry. I don't leave my kids nowhere. I don't care if I have to call off work. My kid's in the hospital. I took him there. I'm bringing him home. If the ambulance took him there, I'm not leaving until he leaves. I've been noticing that, Gray. So that just means they ain't going to have no viewers. But I personally don't want to watch them play no game anyways. John Way, Von Hilton, you guys are into game playing? Looks like you guys are killing dinosaurs. Why don't we pick a different game for you all to play? How about your team against my team? That's how we can solve our problem, Vaughn. Let's play a game. Your team versus my team. Your tanker abilities running your tank versus my tanker, who has really did it for a real living. How about my army man versus your army man? My army man has been in real combat. He has to kill or be killed. Vaughn, you never even seen that. You couldn't get out of basic training. Literally go over to another country and be fighting for your country, fighting for your life. Morning, Maggie. Yeah, I probably didn't get off the phone with her until about 12:15, 12:30 that night, Miss Kitty. After we got offline, she texted me on Messenger. And she kept saying, I will never go on that lady's show again. I will never go on her show again. And I was like, I told you, girl, it's going to be rough. We want to know questions. It's a reality check for you. I mean, we like how you're doing. You're bettering yourself. And, right now, if you got them kids, where are they going to go? You ain't got a house big enough. You ain't got enough money to feed them. You ain't got enough money to clothe them. Can you even show them love? Oh, I love them. Yeah, but there's one way of loving some kids down the road or loving your own children. You didn't love them 6 weeks they laid in the hospital bed. Let's be real. And I'll say the same damn thing to Von Hilton himself, too. Von Hilton, you didn't love your kids because you wouldn't have left them in the hospital 6 weeks without visiting them. I wouldn't have left my kids. Von Hilton, you didn't even show up for the birth of them. Yes, I know, Maggie Dow. He never went to the birth. No, Graylin. He's never watched his kids be born. He wasn't man enough. And literally, I've watched I've watched 3 out of my 4 be born. The first one, I wasn't in the room, but I can, see through the door, and, she had a C-section. Second one, I was escorted out of the hospital because me and her was fighting. The third one, I was right next to the doctor when he come out, little Larry Jr. Arnold, I was sitting right there. Hell, Arnold, I caught Arnold before the doctor did when he slid out of her. It was brutal but honest. That's the way we wanted it, Andy. Larry's an honest man, and so is Miss Kitty. Not a man, but Miss Kitty is honest. All the kids meant to him were dollar signs. But the only problem, Gray, he has to fill paperwork out to get the dollar signs, and he don't even know how to do that. Ray filled all of his Social Security paperwork out for Jerry. Ray filled all the paperwork out for welfare. Really, Ray should have been the ones getting all the checks. Yeah, probably. Yeah, exactly. Admit what you did, and I'm fine. I agree, Miss Kitty. He don't, Gray Alien. That's the problem. Yes, it was definitely a shandy move. And I'll say it again. I am not trying to get no one to commit suicide. Because that is the worst sin of all. Same thing with Von Hilton saying that I'm trying to kill him. I'm not trying to kill him. I want that big S word for Von Hilton. I didn't say it. I said the big S. Honey, sometimes you got too good of an ears, and sometimes your ears don't work.
here in the kitchen.
And then she wanted me to post her Cash App. Yeah. Oh, here comes daylight. 6:18. And I can see the driveway without the lights on, so that means the sun's coming up.
Um, you notice how much fell in the garbage?
No, honey, I didn't. What was I pushing it last night or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. I felt like I was rolling all over the place last night. I kept turning the heat off and turning the heat on, and close your eyes a minute, Miss Kitty. Thank you. Good morning, KG. I already know what Miss Kitty's thinking. Larry, get that glass of water. Lay that pop alone. We're working on it, Miss Kitty. Getting my coffee here this morning. I just needed something to wash my throat out with. uh, no, not for me there. I don't like that dew. He'll start saying the frost are starving him of Mountain Dew again. Gray Alien posts the link, KG. Scroll back a little bit. Gray Alien did post it. There it is. Gray Alien just posted it again for you, KG. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their own drinks. We like what we like. I drank Pepsi for a very long time, and I don't know what made me switch, where maybe I wasn't having no taste from the Pepsi no more. Tried a Dr. Pepper, liked it, and been drinking it for the last 15, 20 years. Yeah, me and the wife both go see the doctor on Monday, so sounds like a lots of fun. Boy, my hair's sticking up on that one side. Looks like my hair's waving high or by or something. What's that word? Subbed. Subbed. She was already part of that. Oh, I thought you said love. It's low. Okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Andy. Anybody gave her any medical problems, it was Vaughn Hilton. Light up my room a little bit more. Yeah, she even said that he didn't let her take her medicines right. He put them on the top refrigerator where she couldn't reach them. Then wants to know why she went crazy. Yeah, I got the video from the main video that Vaughn put out yesterday. Vaughn and J-Dub. Somebody sent it to me. Want to know if I've heard the rumors, and I went over and watched it. And the man said not to bring his name up in it, so I figured I'd keep his man out, keep that man out of it. I mean, because I put his name out, who we're getting my information from, who's connected to me. Vaughn might quit talking to him. I ain't literally watched our own video yet. Some reason I don't know why I've never did that before. Maybe I will go back and watch it again. I don't know what I look like, sound like, or nothing. So I just do the shows and get them over with. I know I gave Mountain Mama the link yesterday. Because Mountain Mama caught a bunch of Vaughn stuff, but she didn't catch ours during our live that night. You know, and that was one of my main topics there, people. How do you get raped on a Greyhound bus when there's 25, 30 other people on the same bus? It ain't like that bus was empty. I've never seen a Greyhound bus empty. Ever. And literally, I will say it. In 1981 or 1982, I was throwing off a Greyhound bus, sitting in the last seat back there with the window cracked open, and I lit a joint. That bus driver, within minutes, pulled that bus over and told me to walked right back to me. I know you're smoking it. I can see it going out the window. I can smell it at my driver's seat. I want you off my bus. And he put me off his bus. Yeah, consent or not, KG, somebody would have said something. You're telling me I'm traveling on there with my 12-year-old son going to see his mom, and I'm going to let some people over in the 2 seats down the row here? Fuck. Hell no, my kid ain't watching that. You know, why didn't she yell rape right when he tried to? The bus driver would have literally stopped the bus on the spot. She was scared. What is she scared of? There's 30 people on the bus. Well, it even hit the newspaper and all, I heard. It was on their news. Yeah, and that's what I heard. The first paperwork coming out, or the news channel, said it was consensual. Yeah, we know it was Father Jay's fault. He jumped out of the helicopter and landed on the bus and went through the emergency hatch. Morning, Riz. Yeah, we know, Maggie. Yeah, Vaughn Hilton is the main victim. It was. It really was. I'm really proud of it. Morning time, the man across the pond. Yeah, Riz, he did respond. He said that I tried to get her to commit suicide. Ban Miss Kitty? Yeah, I doubt it. Riz, you would be banded first. Kin or no kin? Personally, guys, don't take this wrong. I thought Miss Kitty was sweet, lovable, kind, understanding, caring. No, she is a woman. See, she don't play games. She don't like liars. And I don't blame her because I don't neither. That is one tough woman there. Riz mad because I won't give him a wrench. Yeah, exactly, Miss Kitty. It's a wrench, Riz. No, she did not stay frosty. Literally after the show went offline, she texted me on Messenger and asked me how I could do that to her. I thought we were friends, and I looked her face to face like I'm looking at you guys. We are friends. We gave you a reality check. You're telling us that you're going to still try to get them kids. Them kids are in the best place they have ever been in their whole life. You're not a mother. Mothers don't leave their children at the hospital for 6 fucking weeks. Or Andrea, you might love your children, and that's good. But honey, they're not yours no more. They are the foster parents until they are 18 years old. What them kids choose to do when they're 18 is their own business. Don't go in there fucking with their lives right now. They are well took care of. They got clean clothes. They got a nice warm fucking bed. They got hot food going in them every day. These people know how to raise children. You don't. You ain't even got a place for them to go right now if you had them. You got other people paying your bills with your check. You don't even control your own check. You don't even control your own bills. How in the hell are you going to take care of 3 kids and pay the bills? You're going to let someone else do it? Then you might as well let them other people take care of your kids too. Yes, I did 4 acres. She has no means to take care of them. She don't know how to take care of them. Yeah, she was just a kid and she's mentally unstable. Exactly. Thank you, Windstar. Yes, exactly. She's still having a mind of a kid. And I told her, that one little clip, that 1 second that she did that, if them foster parents would ever get a whiff of that, ever get a look at that picture, She would never, ever, ever talk to them kids again or see them or anything. No, she just cried a little bit, and she's like, "Well, I understand. I understand." She says she was 20, Tom. But in Von Hilton's stories, she was 16 when he started courting her on the computer, and she was supposed to have been 18 when she came down. She says she was 20 when she went to Vaughn. Right. But Vaughn told us he was talking to her since she was 16. He was like 47, yes. 47 to a 20-year-old. That's 20. Von Hilton would have been 27 years old when Andrea was being born. But she only looked like she was 15, Andy. Vaughn is old enough to be her grandpa. Yep, Tom, I think that's how we got her. It's like Miss Kitty threw it up. Okay, so you got with Vaughn, you had some kids. It ain't working out. You literally left the kids with Von Hilton and got with another man. Personally, you should have never left your kids. You might be a little mental or whatever, but that's still no excuse of leaving your kids. You don't leave your kids with somebody who is abusive. She could have called her mother and had her mother come in. She could have called the cops and had Von Hilton arrested for pulling a gun out on her. And her and Alice and them kids would all probably still be alive and living over there. Yeah, exactly. One of them looks like they're 12, Andy. Sorry, I don't want no little girl that I got to train. I want a woman who's going to ride me like there's no tomorrow. And I married her. Are me and my wife the same age? No. She is younger than me, but not 27 years younger than me. I don't think so. Yeah, she knew she was leaving her kids. And his daddy would probably be tapping Andrea too. I'm not going to say nothing bad about Mr. Hilton. I never met him. I will salute the man for serving in our country for our freedom. That I will give him. He did do his 4 years. He did something that his son could not do. I salute to every one of you that has served in our services, male or female. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that has served our country. But Von Hilton definitely is not one of them. He tried and failed. That's what happened. He tried and failed. Get your tea, Riz. If I had $1 for every time Von Hilton lied, I probably would have that $55 million still that I stole from his mama. So, Vaughn, I'm still wondering, where's this $55 million at that I stole from your mom? Did you really think I would be still living in the state of Kentucky with $55 million? No, I'd be sitting on a Hawaiian islands drinking some of them umbrella drinks. The only Cold War Von Hilton fought was the Cold War sitting in Hamilton, Ohio, when his mom told him to get up and go to school. That's the only Cold War he was fighting. It was cold outside, and he was war with his mom because he didn't want to go to school, and his mommy made him get up and go. That's his Cold War. Yeah, he said something about for every failure, he wishes he had $1. I seen that clip. He's did it all, Gray Alien. Yes, he blew it all, 4 acres. Yeah, exactly. $20 viewers at 10 minutes to 7 in the morning. That's pretty good. You know, it seems like I do get most of my viewers early mornings. I think it's you guys getting up, waking up, turning them computers on, getting your morning coffee, and Big Larry's on. So let me go see what he's got to say today. See if there's any new good news. Yeah. fucking earthquake with my legs. Yeah, exactly. That must have been when he was running around with Ted Nugent, huh? Exactly. Not many streamers early mornings. That's kind of what gave me the morning shows. I mean, I like them. I did see a couple when I first started, which was Von Helton. He ain't shit. I can overpower him. When I talked to her yesterday, she was doing okay. She's relaxed more. She says she kind of understands what we were saying. She's willing to go live again. And I was like, Andrea, just wait a little while, hon. Because you think that was harsh. That's not harsh. That's a reality check. And if you go on another live with me, you're going to be put in another reality check. Because people want to know what happened, what's going on. We hear the story from Vaughn. We want to hear your side of the story. Because me, I'm the kind of person I want to hear both sides of the story, and then I can believe what I want to believe. I might say they're both fucking lying. And then you got to literally find out the real truth. That's like she kept telling me and Miss Kitty that she was raped on that bus. I don't see how. I mean, people ride the Greyhound bus day in, day out. That bus is always full. Yeah, exactly. She got frisky with the guy and they got caught. You know, Andrea don't even remember that point of view, people, because I was talking to Andrea yesterday and I told her, Andrea, I've already threatened you once, and I will say it clear as day. I have threatened her. The day she gave Alice, or the week that she gave Alice that black eye. Once I found out and I went over there and seen Alice like that, I walked right up to Andrea, and Von Hilton was right there. And I looked right at her. You ever lay your hands on my Aunt Alice again, your ass is grass. I won't hit a woman, but I have 3 sisters that will stomp the living fuck out of you. And Vaughn says, don't be talking to my wife like that. I says, buddy, you're lucky I don't stomp the fuck out of you right now for letting your fucking wife hit your mother. Von Hilton, you remember the conversation? I do. And that ain't just for Aunt Alice, that's for any elderly person. He just gave me a funny look and left, Burn. Him and Andrea went back in their trailer. Literally, people, Miss Alice has kept me away from him at least twice I can know of. And that wasn't even one of the times. There was 2 other times that I went nose to nose with Von Hilton. Buddy, I'll drag you the fuck out in the front yard and whip your fucking ass. And Miss Alice, please, Larry, don't. Don't, Larry, please. The little woman literally begged me not to beat the shit out of her kid. At least I was going to have enough respect to drag him out in the yard and do it. I wasn't going to do it in her house. He's not going to come in and disrespect me. He's not going to come in there and disrespect her in front of me. And that ain't just to him. That's to any man, any woman. And I'll say that to Mountain Mama and her husband too, and they know that. But Joe would never, ever disrespect Alice. That's his grandmother's sister. That is the family tree. Oh, yeah, he's definitely scared of me, Cartel. Yeah, I don't play games when it comes to hitting on my great aunt. Yeah, thank you, Tom. He ain't scared of me, Cartel. He's scared of everybody, even the dark. His ninja move would have got his leg broken, and he wouldn't have a leg right now. Yes, they both do, Maggie. And J-Dubs is closer than what he really thinks. I wonder if that's why J-Dubs ain't been working no more. Did he quit his job because he knows my brother's up in New York looking around? Yeah, the big bad Punisher is afraid of the dark. His light bill 1 month is higher than both of my light bills. Because he's running 2 trailers. And the old house that he used to live in, every light in the house is on. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. When he was doing the UFO, you see all the lights on the trailer the other house was on, and no one lives there. Yeah, exactly. He was probably fired again. Yeah, probably. I have tea. All is well with the world. Yep. J-Dub's working 16-hour shifts. No, no, no. He ain't left his house in a week. He ain't changed the shirt in about 7 or 8 days. Is he wearing the same shirt back and forth to work? That boss will be firing him and telling him to go home and take a shower. Yeah, I bet he does. Because that is definitely what my brother's driving. This time of the year, he's on his Harley. And his name is Harley. And it's a 63 Panhead. So you can hear it roaring when it's coming down the road. It is a very loud Pacific bike. Hey, Andy, everybody has their own opinions, buddy. I love my coffee. Yeah, that's the old glory flag. You got that right. I never seen, well, I seen the little clip that you put out, Gray, of him saying it, but I didn't see Vaughn himself in a big show doing it. I seen that little clip you had. I heard him say, or you filmed it where he said, if I had $1 for every time I failed, he'd be rich. Yeah, he's true. That he is definitely truthful about. Oh, okay. It was from Handyman's channel. Yeah, he must be putting some time in with the family, and work's been keeping him really busy. He finally admitted that he was wrong. Yep. He never fails because he never starts anything. Yeah, very true, bub. We're now at 25 people, an hour and 10 minutes into the Big Larry show. Hope everyone's doing good. Hopefully, everybody's got their morning coffee, their tea, or whatever they like to drink in the morning to wake them up. Get your morning started. Today is Thursday morning. Pretty bad. I had to look at my pills and see what day it is. Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. Well, Vaughn's got plenty to share. Yeah, exactly, Cartel. Let the slugs do it. They're cleaner that way. I don't know yet, Tom. He ain't said nothing. I don't think he's went to visit her lately. Same way he did with his real kids. Never went to the birthing of them. And I'm going to tell you, that's the experience that you will never, ever forget in your whole life. Them slugs are hard workers. That they are. No, Tom, he did not watch his kids get born. Like I said, I watched 3 out of 4 of mine be born. And that is an experience that I will never, ever forget. Yeah, he couldn't disappoint his 3 viewers that he had to leave and run up to the hospital and watch his kids be born. It is, Andy. Yeah, Tom, exactly. Well, personally, I don't understand why he. That'd be like someone telling me that I can't go to my mom's funeral. There ain't a man in this world that could stop me from going to see my mom's coffin. There's no one going to stop me from that funeral home. None of my brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles, nobody. That is my mother laying there. Vaughn Hilton didn't even try to come. He says he didn't go because there was too many guns there. Were there guns at the funeral? Inside the funeral home? No. Were there guns out there in their cars? Every one of them probably had a gun. Every one but that big old black vehicle out there that's going to carry the coffin to the burial site was the only vehicle that probably did not have a gun in it. Everyone else had a gun in there. That don't mean they're going to use them. Exactly, Tom. Yeah, the hearse. That's what they call it. Not the big black car, the hearse. Yeah, somebody needs to get on Vaughn's live show. Tell him CPS in Wasteland has been contacted. CPS is on their way out to see his pregnant wife. Yeah, exactly, Gray Alien. No, they're not cheap at all. Alice probably had about $8,000 to $10,000 wrapped into hers, and that's at one. She had two of them. She did have, I will admit, she did have one in Hamilton, Ohio. She also had one here. The last 5 to 8 years of her life, she told me, Little Jim, Ronnie, and all of us, she wanted to be buried down here, over there by Little Alice Hacker. So we buried her up there with Little Alice Hacker. Miss Alice even picked the spot she wanted to lay in. We didn't pick it. We didn't go up there and say, oh, that'd be a nice place for you, Alice. No, Alice went inside the gates, opened the gates. We showed her who was there and who's wearing this and that. She's like, I want right there. And that is where her headstone went. When she passed on, that is what got dug up, and that is where her coffin was lowered down into the ground, and she was laid to rest. We honored her wishes, and that's all I could do. There are two Frost cemeteries local. Are they both the same clan? Riz, I only know of one Frost cemetery here in Clay County, and that is dead behind Uncle Jim's house. Up part on a part of a ledge that he has part of a hill on, and he has my father's buried there. Jim and Millie's first dog, Tippy, is buried there. My father's dog is buried there. My dad's dog's buried right at my dad's feet. I think Alice's cemetery was called the Allen Cemetery at one time because the Allens used to own a lot of that property. And she is buried right next to a Allen. Well, you'll have to let me know where that second one's at, Riz, because I mean, I ain't seen it. I live here. The only one I know is the one behind Uncle Jim's.
Yeah. I'm digging the garbage.
Okay, honey.
Your somebody's metal card and this
Okay.
in the garbage.
Just sit it down somewhere. Well, I know I got to clean off my bed. You keep bringing me stuff to go through, and I know I want to get through it. That way we know if it's good or junk. This way we're getting rid of a lot of junk now.
Mm-hmm.
And if I tell you to put it in a certain spot, put it in a certain spot, that means it's all going up for sale. I'll put a table out in the front yard and sit out there and let you sell everything that we got. Or give it away. Give it to some of the neighbors. Like, we don't need 2 or 3 cases of hand lotion.
I know.
Give it some of the neighbors. They can probably use it. It ain't like we spend big bucks on it. We got it for free. So
that's why I gave him them.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't give a lot of our baby wipes away, but you can give some away. But I mean, I want to keep a case or two myself. You never know when you need baby wipes.
Mm-hmm.
They can be used for anything almost.
I know.
Especially with them being 95% alcohol or whatever.
Yeah.
Now remember, don't use them if you got an open cut. Because it's going to burn. Because he was doing a live YouTube show there, bum, on the day his kids were being born. His computer was more important than his kids being born. Riz, since you said that, I will be scanning that today and looking myself, because if it says Frost Cemetery, I kind of want to find out which Frost are in there. It could be some of my family tree. I'd have to see the names. I mean, really, we got them kind of scattered all over. It ain't like we all go to one cemetery. My great grandfather Guilford, he's up here off of Paddy Rock. I don't remember what graveyard it is. Uncle Floyd is buried in the Bishop Cemetery because his wife's a bishop and he wanted to be buried next to his wife. So we're not all in the exact same spot. I have no idea, Tom. He needs one. He definitely needs one. That's exactly what he did. He sat in his trailer and was a weirdo, Tom. The only time you ever seen Vaughn is when there was a family reunion or Thanksgiving or Christmas dinners. And usually Christmas and Thanksgiving, he'd come over and make his plate and go back home. Except the year that he tried to steal the whole damn turkey when his kids were there. And we literally chased him down before he got that turkey back in the house and told him to take it right back where he found it. Yeah, we literally never even cut the turkey yet. It just come out of the oven. It wasn't out of the oven 5-10 minutes. They were getting the rest of the stuff put in the bowls and put on the plates and waiting for the rows to come out. And Alice called Vaughn and said, "Bring your kids over. We're all getting ready to eat." He literally walked in the door without the kids, picked up the turkey, and tried to walk out the door with it. Yeah, yeah, we've like literally, the fireman's wife would make Alice breakfast. Von Hilton would go over there and eat right off Alice's plate. Yeah, he probably tried. Thank you, honey. I'm gonna get ready to take my morning pills. You want to grab me one of them morning chocolate donuts? I'm gonna blow the camera out and take my meds, get my donut down me. We call it breakfast. I just call it something to keep me from getting dizzy from my pills.
I think Arnold's still all the chocolate.
What's left? He ate all his already too? Or did mommy eat all them?
I think there's a custard. Hold up.
I thought he'd eat all the custards before he ate the chocolate.
No, there's a custard in it.
Custard and 2 glazes?
Yeah.
Well, he lost the custard for not taking it since he ate all my chocolates.
Okay.
I got the chocolates for me and custard for him because he likes custard and he ate all my chocolates. You can take these back out, baby. I don't know if he wants something for breakfast or not. Is he in school? Not yet, huh?
Not yet.
It's only 7:30, so he's still got about an hour. Yeah, we're gonna have a chocolate war over here, Miss Kitty. He took my chocolate donuts.
You said you have anything you want.
Well, yeah, I let him eat anything he wants, but I didn't think he'd down all my chocolate donuts. I know, that's a kid for you. Thursday morning pills, people. Make sure you guys take your meds today. I remember when people were being worried about his kids having the access to the revolver, and he says his table drawers had locks on them. Then months later, he posted a picture of the comp setup which shows no locks. Yeah, exactly. Okay, as y'all know me, I'm gonna take a bite or two of this donut. I'm gonna white you out. Vaughn Hilton could not handle Miss Kitty. I found that out last night. I don't think no man can handle Miss Kitty. Nothing against you, Miss Kitty. Great girl, buddy. We love you. Miss Kitty's not going nowhere.
You want me to leave that on?
I don't know if it made it better or worse because you turned it off, and right now I got the screen blocked. I can't tell you.
Oh.
So I wouldn't go too far because once I open the screen and if I can't see myself and they can't see me, then I'm going to have to have you turn it back on.
Okay. Let's stop that. I'm telling you, you better not talk, girl.
They can see me. It's still dark, but they can see me, honey. On Wednesdays. She does Wednesday shows, Tom. I still watch them, even though I'm not into scary stories. But she does do a scary story on Wednesdays. Yeah, she ain't been doing no Von Hiltons no more, exactly. I love her voice. I really do, and I've told her that. That girl over from UK in the green hair, remember her? Miss Parker ripped into her unfairly once. She retreated after that. Okay. Is that what chased her away, Riz? Yeah, I believe so too. And I ain't seen Miss Parker in a long time neither. Yeah, I'm just thinking of the ones that, Yeah, see, I missed that one, so that's something that I'll have to go looking for. Appreciate y'all sticking around during my breakfast break. I'm not a J-Dubs or Von Hilton. I don't need online because I think that's disrespectful to you guys. So I just blank out the camera for a few minutes, and it ain't like going to the Golden Corral and eating 8 plates no more. It ain't like I'm at a smorgasbord breakfast club. It's one little donut. I ain't did nothing yet, Frosty. It'll probably be about another hour or two before I need to. Yeah, he can build a little village for himself. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I bet you do. Promise it will be on my front page when it happens. Do you even think Von Hilton would rent it to him without them having any money coming in? He'd probably be stupid enough to do it. Yep, exactly. Yeah, no idea, Frosty. Yeah, he could. But that'd be a little bit of work. He'd have to get off his lazy fat ass and do something. That ain't gonna happen. Very true. Very true, Tom. See, sunlight is up. It's coming in already. Yeah, Shanny and Reb can do all the work for him. Yeah, very true, Tom. Very true. But Kentucky don't need no more low cows. We got one big enough. We're trying to give him back to Ohio. Even though he keeps telling us that we're the Frost and we need to go back to Ohio. Von Hilton, you were born in Ohio. You need to go back to Ohio, boy. The Frost family's been here since the 1840s. Where's the Hiltons come in at? Oh, hell, they came in down Hamilton, Ohio area. Not Clay County, Kentucky. Well, I don't know no Roger Brown, so that's a good thing, Tom. Yeah, exactly, Andy. That trophy should sit right in front of CPS, Children's Protection Center. Should stand right dead in front of their building. Probably not 4 acres. No, not at all, Stay Frosty. I found that out on my own. As soon as I looked at Andrea when she came here. But after I got to meet Andrea, I see how he got her here. He preys on the young, innocent girls who are mentally challenged. That's the only way Von Hilton can get a girl. There is Cherokee bloodline through my generations, yes. But when it goes back so far, it don't even register anymore. That's how far back it is, Tom. We're going 8, 9 generations back into the Cherokees. Yeah, it's too far back in the generation because he runs off the same tree line as I do from the Frost side. And it does show Cherokee Indians in there. But when you have your DNA drawn up and you give all that swab shit, it don't show up. Yes, exactly, Tom. You know, the white man and the Indian, they mix so much that the white genes covered over the Indian genes. You know, like I said, 8 to 10 generations back, you can barely even tell anymore. Okay. You're bringing in all kinds of viewers, Larry. Yeah, Tom, I do. That I do, Tom. Anybody and everybody that wants to get on. Everybody has beer there, guy. I ain't too hot on beer. I'd rather do it with liquor. Liquor does it quicker. All is welcome. That's right, Tom. Jack is the best in my book. I am a Jack Daniels drinker. Exactly. You don't get hangovers with Jack. You just got to get by the first 2 shots and then you're fine. Thank you, Tom. I like people to get in here and be able to say what they want to say. If they get too bad, then, we will take care of that. I mean, I've literally had people in here calling me out, and I still left them in here because I don't mind being called out. I have a few collection bottles of Jack Daniels myself. Yes, exactly, Tom. Exactly. That's why I like it when Todd Malico has come on here and called me out. You see, Miss Kitty's calling me out now, telling me she don't see no water in my hands. Yep, good old Todd. A lot of people say don't trust him. A lot of people say he's no good. People, Todd has never did me wrong. He might have called me out, yeah. He put me in reality check. Same thing we did to Andrea yesterday, or day before yesterday. We put her in reality check. But when it came to me moving, getting ready to move, and wondering where I'm going to move and how we're going to move, each and every one of you guys stepped in and helped, including Todd Malico. Todd was my top payer. Todd ended up giving me almost $700. He did give me 700. It wasn't almost. He gave me 700. Yeah, he is really, my opinion, he is really looking good. He's looking, you can tell he's lost weight. You can tell he's feeling a lot better. He's more active. And I am, like I told him, I'm sorry he don't show his shows no more because people was disrespecting him for it. But I like to see him working out. I like to see that he's trying, you know. And honestly, Todd, you were giving me the spirit to, keep trying myself for me to get up off my fat ass and start trying to walk again and me trying to get up and do things, lose some of this weight. Yeah, so I have respect for Todd. And I tell him if he was here, I'd tell him, and he's not here, I'm still going to say it. Yeah, it gives me motivation to do something myself when I see somebody else doing it. If Todd can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody trying to better themselves gives me respect, and I agree, Alien. Yeah, I see. Even Miss Kitty said it. He is definitely looking healthier. Todd was on mine and Miss Kitty's show the other night, or should I say, Miss Kitty's show. I was just one of her hosts. And Miss Kitty, since you are now here, I'm going to thank you again, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are one hell of a woman. I don't think I can handle you, but you're one hell of a woman. All the power to your man. I pray for him. And my wife is now laughing her butt off in there, Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty, I think your show is the only one. Well, I take that back. She has watched one other show with me, and that was Mr. Lobster. She watched a lobster show with me one time. You're the second show she's watched since I've been on live. In the last 8 months, year, whatever I've been on now, you are the second person she's really watched. Well, I believe you are, and I'm not saying you ain't, Miss Kitty. You definitely are, honey. I'm just saying you're for real. You're not no fake wannabe. You tell people how you feel, and I love that about you. That's me myself. I got something to say. I'm not holding it in. I'm letting it out.
she on now? Yeah, of course she is.
Miss
You're talking
Kitty?
to
Oh
her.
yeah, Miss Kitty's on.
Well, I shouldn't ask her them questions. Of course you're talking to her. What the hell? Hi, Kitty.
She can barely see you, honey. You're a blink in the eye right there.
Okay, I'll get closer.
Just make sure your shirt don't pop open. I won't mind, but they might.
I doubt it. See my heart?
Yeah, I say you see, you know who them hearts are for. They ain't for me.
Yeah, sure they are.
But if they were my hearts, they'd be black as black.
Get off of me. Kitty.
She's jealous. You're up here with Daddy, and she's not.
Come on, Kitty.
Hi, Cindy Sue.
Kitty,
I know that didn't sound too
my kitty
mouth
say hi.
warming early. Good morning, Cindy Sue.
My kitty. My kitty. Come get out of here.
Glad to see you made it to the morning
My
show.
jealous. Are you jealous, honey? Yes,
Yep,
you
your
is.
kitty
She's
was jealous.
She's jealous. Yes, she's a jealous kitty. Or do you like Daddy's warm blankie? Huh? Do you like your daddy?
That seems like another good woman right there, people. Miss Cindy Sue.
Is she being mean to my kitty?
No, I'm never mean to your kitty.
I wasn't talking about you. I was about one. My other kitty. Hi, kitty. Oh.
Love the song, Mary Lou. Yeah. "28 viewers. We have just hit the 2-hour mark for the Big Larry Show. Doing good for a 2-hour marker. Larry's going to have to get one of them painkillers ready. I bet you do, Tom. I've had 3 in the same bed at one time. The wife and both of her kitties. Yeah, I know. I know what you meant. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Personally, buddy, I had 3 women in bed. I'd probably end up dying. Dying happy, but I'm dying. I'd be dying or he's falling off. Got to be looking for it, Tom, and I'm not looking for it. I'm happily married. Would never, ever think about cheating on my wife. There is not a woman in the world that I would cheat on against my wife. Not even some of these hot little people that I see. I was going to say a name, but I don't want to put that name out there. Hell, I'll say that name. Witherspoon. I can barely handle one, Tom. That's why I say Von Hilton says he wants 5 wives. Von Hilton, you can't even take care of one wife, let alone 5.
I would like to see it if all his wives are on the period at the same time.
Yeah, that would be the scariest thing of the whole thing, baby. All five of his wives going on their monthly woman thing at the same time.
That would be a cat fight and a half.
Yeah, he can't even take care of himself, let alone a wife. Yeah, you're right there, Tom. Yeah, exactly, Gray Alien. I just caught that. Sorry. Most men fantasize about pleasing two women at once. I fantasize about pleasing one woman twice. Exactly. The whole world's still an adventure. Kurt, I didn't know you were from Louisville. Well, I know you're not him. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. You could be. I'm sorry, Kurt. You could be. I read the name wrong. Yeah, that's what I did. I had to read the name again. That's cool, Tom. That is real cool in my book. That's history. That's part of history, buddy. When they took that wall down. Yeah, I think 8 o'clock, dear. I think I do pretty good in the morning shift. I mean, 25 viewers. I'm happy with that. That beating Ball and Hilton out all the way. Yeah, exactly, Tom. You keep that peace for the rest of your life and pass it down into your family. If you have kids, leave it for your kids. Yet we're at 8 o'clock in the morning. That means you're 6 hours different than me, Kurt. Yeah, I can add. That might be about the only thing I can do, but at least I can add. I know $1 plus $1 makes $2. No, Von Hilton, I didn't have to count that with my fingers like you do. I mean, I got stuff right now that probably ain't worth much. But if I pass it down to my children and my children pass it to their children, it becomes an antique and they might not make that product. They might not make that thing no more. Yeah, he does, Kurt. Yeah, I might have wiggled my toes. I was counting on my toes. I couldn't believe that when someone told how'd it go? Someone asked him what 3 times 25 was, and he started counting with his fingers. Yeah, people live through it. Von Hilton, you say I'm doing bad, buddy. I'm doing a lot better now than I was living in your house. Our house is in better shape. I have a landlord. If I can pick up the phone right now and call them, they will be here within the hour to fix whatever problem I have. My God's making sure we didn't spend all our money and that we got food in our house. He gave me $1,200 in food stamps. So that must have been Jerry's food stamps, huh, Von Hilton? They must have gave me your food stamps, Vaughn. You want to come and get them? I'll give you the address. 1234 North Main Street. It's a real big white house. It sits right across the street from the courthouse. Oh, you need to know the city. Frost, Kentucky. Yeah, no doubt, Tom, no doubt. Oh, we're catching new viewers. That's good. Whoever come in, say good morning to us, for we all can say good morning to you. How's everyone? Says Jerry's money's his. Yeah, Jerry's money's Jerry's. Yeah, thanks, Larry, for the food stamp, Vaughn. Yep. I still don't believe I almost threw it away. Yep, just happened to check the card, double check it, make sure there wasn't $1 for a candy bar. And when they told me what was on it, I almost thought I was having a heart attack. I sent the wife down to the carryout to double check it and make sure. Told her to buy herself a candy bar or a pop or something. And I gave her the idea of what the two pins. We didn't know what the pin number was, but I knew it ain't something hard for me to remember. So I gave her two different pin numbers to use. The first one she used, clicked it right in. And when the receipt come out, it showed me exactly what was on it. Kids are not property. Yep, our viewers are climbing. That's what we like, people. We are sitting at 29, up 28. Somebody came in and left me. Hello, Flintlock. Ooh, somebody didn't like me. They dropped them back to 25 again. So I lost 3. That's okay. My normal people are here. That's all we care about. It was probably John Way and Stinky himself leaving. Because you know he watches my shows. You know they're scamming it and checking it all out and recording it and talking about it. Which is fine for me. Now we're up to 30 viewers, so we're climbing again. Somebody must have went to see what else was on and there wasn't nothing on, so J Dubs, if you are watching, you're a moron. Morning, Robbie. How you doing today, buddy? Yeah, they say they don't watch, but they know everything, Tom. That means they're watching. Good, good. Glad to see that, Robbie. I've been seeing some of your morning posts, the posts that you've been putting. Morning, not sure. Glad to see you made it today. Ain't really talking about much but Vaughn Hilton like usual. Yeah, exactly. The only way he would have known that I did a live stream with his ex-wife is if somebody, J Dubs or Vaughn Hilton, was watching it or somebody else sent them the video. Oops, sorry to hear about that. They're not sure. You're strong. You can handle it. Yeah, exactly. We're going to put him in a reality check, Tom. Yeah, that's where it hurts the worst. And definitely on that right. Not sure. Definitely, it hurts the wallet more than it hurts the mouth. Yeah, that's the word he hates. Yep, reality. And that's exactly what we gave Andrea, a reality check. And she did not like it. I couldn't believe the same night after all this happened, she literally posted back to me, I'll go live again. Yeah, anybody was welcome to come in our show when we were live. Miss Kitty opened it up to everybody. Larry, did you not try to go on their show a while back and they saw your name there and they just gave you the boot without even letting you on? Yes, Tom, they have 2 or 3 times. When he opens it up where I can get in there, I try to get in there. And as soon as I say something or they even see my name in there, I'm booted. I will literally have to change my name completely, my face and everything. Y'all think I can get a facelift with 55 million that I got from Vaughn? Think we can get my face changed with 55 million? Think we all look like Tom Cruise or something? Yeah, I'm waking up. Solar Marshall would love to have a woman like Mouse. I am drinking my coffee, Tom. I got in trouble for calling it mud, so I have to use the real word now. My wife didn't like the word mud being thrown out there, and neither did Miss Kitty. So, and if I say it on here, Miss Kitty, I tell my wife. So, no, I call it my coffee. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get in trouble. A happy wife is a happy life, and I try to keep my wife happy. You can't agree to that, Tom? Okay, well, to me it is. If my wife's happy, then that means she's in there cooking and cleaning, doing all her good stuff. If she's in a bad mood or a shitty mood, I ain't getting no dinner. I ain't getting no house clean. I ain't getting shit. Like I said, a happy life is with a happy wife. Or a happy wife is a happy life. I don't know about you. I like to eat. I don't want to make her say, okay, you want to eat? Get up and get it your damn self. No, I'm not arguing. Exactly. If mama's not happy, nobody's happy. A happy wife is a happy life. Yep. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all are married, but she's got a little treasure chest that I like to go playing in every day. And if she's not happy, she's not letting me go play. And if I'm not playing in my little garden, then I'm not happy. Yeah, gotcha, Tom. Well, I'm not saying that men ain't important. Yes, they are important. When you can get them to take the garbage out, when you can get them to help do your dishes, when you can get them to help you cook. As long as you don't have a Von Hilton at your home, you're good. No wife wants a Von Hilton where he sits and plays on the computer all day with horse vagina and makes you do everything. And the worst thing of all, he's getting a hold of little girls that don't even know what to do. Von Hilton, I don't think you can handle a real woman. No, not that I know of, 44. Far as I know, no. Yeah, exactly, Tom. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. And hello to you. Morsha? I don't know if I said it right. How about I just say good morning, beautiful? Yeah, Vaughn don't think about nothing but himself. And honestly, I don't even think he thinks about that, Flintlock. Because, someone that thinks of themselves and takes care of themselves, they would take showers, they would take baths, they would change their clothes. They wouldn't wear the same shirt for 106 days online. More IA, Larry. Okay. Yeah, true Larry. That's me. That is a very original and interesting name. Yes, it is, Tom. That's why I got tongue tied there for a second. I'll just say Miss Beautiful. That's just like Miss Dove Kitty here. I don't call her Dove Kitty. I call her Miss Kitty. Flintlock. Sometimes I call you Flint. Sometimes I call you Lock. Tom, I just call you Tom. Your name's easy to pronounce and say. I had an uncle named Tom. No, that's not me, Tom. I'm not into that B word. Well, it matters what B word because I do use beautiful. Beautiful does start with the B, I think. I don't know. I'm a sixth grader. I might have to go look it up in my books. Okay. I have two boys that carry the names out of the Bible, too, Jacob and Daniel. And you notice what their first letters are, each of them? Jacob was my first one. The first letter's a J. My second child was Daniel. The letter D. JD. Jack Daniels. Yeah, I have four boys. I have Jacob, Daniel, Larry Jr., and Arnold. Did you hear Vaughn was looking up men's shelters on his last stream? No, I didn't know, Flintlock. But the funniest thing, there ain't none here. Manchester does not have one. He'd have to go all the way over to London. And I've even talked to the mayor of Manchester, Kentucky, and told him that they need to do something about that. They should have a homeless shelter for single people that are struggling. I think they should have a few empty houses sitting around for families that run into problems. You're a Vaughn hater, and that's how you found me. Okay, well, I don't know if you know it or not. Let me fill you in with a lot. I am James Vaughn Hilton, other words known as Stinky. No wife, no kids, no parents, no nobody. Hilton. I am his blood related cousin. His mother was my great aunt. His mother was my grandfather's baby sister. Yeah, we're all the bad guys on here. Every one of us is headed to Hell Cell from Von Hilton. And I'm the top of the list because I live right here. I live in Clay County. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. I mean, I live in Frost, Kentucky. Everybody knows I'm still here in Clay. No wife, no kids, and no Uncle Sam. Yep, exactly. Trolls, haters, and naysayers. Yes. Yes, Larry is a felon, a woman beater. Now he is also sought after for I can't even say that word. Murder. Kurt, you're just the fence sitter? Yeah. Yeah, we do got a couple fence sitters here, which is good. We like them too.
You better like them when you're married to them.
Very beautiful country here. It really is. Yep, you're right, Tom. We're all going to the hell cell. Everybody. Well, you're welcome to come to my show anytime you want, beautiful. I usually do Monday through Friday. Usually I do not do Saturday and Sunday. But the last month I've been posting them out there. We did a live stream the other day of Von Hilton's ex wife. We gave her a reality check. Me and Miss Kitty. Mainly Miss Kitty, but I was there. I allowed it. I wanted it to happen. I wanted the truth. I want to know what was going on. I want to know how things went on because personally, I don't see how anybody can be raped on a Greyhound bus. Yep, all I can say is come on in, grab yourself a cup of coffee or whatever you drink, maybe a little snack, hang out, listen to us all. No, Robbie, it was not on my channel. It was on Miss Kitty's. Did I say something wrong there, beautiful? Something sounds off with that. What do you mean? No, what happened, Robbie, is I tried to get on twice and it wouldn't let me. Miss Kitty went ahead and she went live. And if you look at it, Gray Alien's giving you guys the link to it right now. Um, so Miss Kitty went ahead and was a good friend and she opened her chat line open and me and Andrea went over there. Oh, yeah. I thank you again, Gray. Yeah, really, it wasn't nothing new, Tom. I was just trying to get it out open. I wanted to hear about the Greyhound bus. I wanted to know how somebody who says that she loves her children can literally leave their children at the hospital for 6 weeks. 6 weeks without visiting. Somebody told me, well, she called up there once or twice. Calling ain't shit. My kid's in the hospital. I'm at that hospital, and I do not leave that hospital until my kid leaves that hospital. I might have to walk outside and hit a cigarette or walk out to the car and hit that joint, but I'm not leaving that parking lot. I'm staying at that hospital. Even if I get stuck eating hospital food or eating out of their vending machine, I'm not leaving the hospital without my kid. Period. See, I got so many $1,000 bills, I'm blowing my nose on them. Yeah, and then literally she left Vaughn Hilton and she left them kids with Vaughn Hilton. If that other man didn't understand that, hey, I got 3 kids coming with me, not just me, it's my 3 kids too, then she didn't need to be with that man. What in the hell you doing leaving your kids with abusive man? He's abusing you. You don't think he's not going to abuse his kids? The hospital were going to report the babies as abandonment by the parents. They did, Maggie. It wasn't they were going to, they did. That is how Children's Services CPS got totally involved. It wasn't none of you guys. And the first checkup going to their house, they got a spoiled baby bottle sitting on the counter. Looks like it was sitting there for 3 days. And they're waiting for the baby to say they're hungry and they're going to feed it to the baby. I got news for you. When you got an infant, you make that bottle fresh every single time they want one, not give them half leftovers from last night or last week. Fresh bottle every day. Every time they want to eat, they get fresh food, not leftovers. Yeah, I would say so too, Miss Beautiful. I would say that he was abusing. Well, he had locks on their bedroom doors where he would lock them in their bedrooms. Yes, Tom, I agree. They're at fault for letting him take them for 13 times. The 13th time, they finally kept him. Both of them should be fixed, Robbie. Irvy should be fixed, yes. And so should Andrea. Andrea cannot take care of kids. She should not be having kids. But it's YouTube's fault. Yeah, it's my fault. It's all these trolls, everyone in this room almost, except my 2 or 3 fence sitters here. The rest of them are all the trolls, Vaughn Hilton trolls. You know, I was doing some thinking last night. You know, now that he's got that drunk working for him, I don't know how drunk that drunk was when he dug the hole. He's the one that dug the hole on stall number 3. Yes, he is, Robbie. I literally think his mom and dad worked every day to pay their bills to survive, just like the elderly people did back then. I mean, she grew up on a farm where they had to grow their vegetables. They raised their chickens, their cows, their pigs. And it's like Von Hilton saying his mom's Rosie the whatever that is, Rosie the River or whatever, Rosie the Red. At what, 14, 13? Vaughn, she's lucky she can even have a newspaper route at 13. You make it sound like she's making war. She's making guns. Hell, your mom probably helped him build a warship, right? Yes, exactly. And she still's not mature enough. We found that out the other day. Von Hilton did a video of me yesterday or talking about me saying that I tried to kill some girl. I tried to get her to commit suicide. No, I'm the one who talked her out of committing suicide. But I've still put her in a reality check. That is never going to change. And hey, I've been put in reality check by a few of you. Yeah, we know, Robbie. Yeah, Von Hilton saying that I tried to get his wife to commit suicide. Miss Beautiful. Stroll down a little bit, step, and Gray Alien has posted the link. Miss Kitty did not hold nothing back that night. Thank you, Miss Kitty. Yeah, my main question was, how did you get raped on the Greyhound bus? I've rode the Greyhound bus. I've sat in that last seat on the Greyhound bus and lit a joint and got thrown off the bus. How in the hell are you getting away with sex on the bus? She says she was raped. All she had to do is yell rape one time on that bus. That bus driver would have stopped the bus, and all 30 people would have been looking back there at her. Step, it is posted right there, right in front of you now. Gray Alien is posting it. Well, no, I don't know about. Well, I mean, Hard-wise with people being there, yes. Literally laying that seat back in its position and letting her ride it, buddy. Yeah, it's easily done. As long as there ain't nobody on there. Unless you like a big audience. But like Miss Kitty said, it was right in the newspaper. It was on the news. There was no rape. She still claims that she was raped. But the paper says she wasn't. The news says she wasn't. In my opinion, I say she wasn't. If somebody's raping me, I'm going to yell rape. It ain't like they were in a warehouse somewhere and it's just him and her. They're in a Greyhound bus. And you know they ain't the only two people on that Greyhound bus. I think she's lying about the rape. I think she literally wanted it and she might have messed around and they got caught and they got thrown off the bus at the next stop. Well, I thank you, beautiful, for showing up. You are welcome to my show anytime. I usually, like I said, Monday through Friday. Sometimes I do Saturdays and Sundays. You're welcome to come on in. You know, it's just like I've told Von Hilton and I told Andrea, how in the hell can you go 6 weeks without going to the hospital to see your newborn babies? I would have never left the hospital. When they released Andrea, did Vaughn drive up there to grab her? To bring her home? Maybe he had to bring her home because she had to watch the other kid. Fuck the babies that are in the hospital. She got a kid at home too to take care of. Vaughn couldn't take care of her while she's at the hospital taking care of the twins. Me personally, I would have left my wife at the hospital taking care of my twins, and I would have got off my lazy ass and took care of my other daughter, which they never even had at the moment because Ronnie and Marsha had her. Well, I know, Robbie. I know. That's what I said. It made no sense, Robbie. Not at all, buddy. I've rode the Greyhound bus, so I know what riding the Greyhound bus. I rode it from Detroit, Michigan, all the way down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was on the Greyhound bus for 3 straight days. Yeah, you too. It sucks. Exactly. Then every so often they pull over you, get out, get a pop, get a snack, give you 15 minutes and back on the bus and you're gone again. Yeah, Vaughn was busy getting the truth out of his internet show. Yep, exactly, Gray. His internet is more important than his mother, his children, his wife, even more important than him himself, because, you know, he don't take care of himself. He is addicted to the computer. And I won't, I can't say bad about that. That's up to him. I am now addicted to this computer. I wake up every morning and turn her on. But I do get off it. I do go in there and take my shit. I do go in there and take my showers. I do get out of my bed and go rolling around in my wheelchair and trying to help the wife if I can. You know what she tells me? Get out of my way. Go back to bed. I'll take care of it. Exactly, Robbie. Well, I'm coming down to 23 viewers. We've lost 7 in the last 5 minutes. Means everyone's getting ready to leave me. Larry's been on here 2 hours, 54 minutes. I think I'm going to do the 3-hour addiction there and get off here and try to get up and head towards that restroom. See what else has to be done today. See what kind of trouble I can get into. See if Von Hilton posts any videos out today. Running his mouth on me again. Von Hilton, all I can say, buddy, all our court stuff is all over with. You're so big and bad and strong and whatever. Your punk ass open a live chat and invite me in it. John Way, you're so strong and powerful like a little bitch. Why don't you open a YouTube channel or Windstream or what the fuck ever you use and invite me in it? Let's see how big and bad you both think you guys are. Invite Big Larry in. Or are you afraid of what I'm going to say on the computer? Vaughn, I'll give you your time to talk, but you're also going to listen to me. Yeah, they ain't giving Alice no 21 gun salute. His daddy probably didn't even get one. And I'm not saying nothing bad about his dad because like I said, I salute the man. The man did serve his country. That is one good thing I can say. His father did serve our country, same as my father did. So did Uncle Little Jim. So did Ronnie Ray. Did I miss something here? Maggie, did I miss something? Oh, Snyder Handyman put something out? Okay, I'll definitely go over there. Larry's going to call it a day on his big show. You guys appreciate you coming here. Been here 3 hours. Get off here and do the things I got to do. You guys have a good day. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow on Friday. And we'll see what happens through the day. Y'all guys have a good day. Out from Kentucky.